A very big welcome to Operation Kickstart. My name is Luke McFarland, and this is going to be one heck of a session as we begin to get into this. And I begin to show you what it's all about and why you need to recession proof your business today as we get the presentation up and running. I hope that you're going to be empowered by it. I hope that you're going to be uh, seeing value in what we're doing here so that you really begin to pick up the information that's going on and the information that you're going to be seeing, because everything here is geared to bring value into your business, value into what you're doing, and really just help you with all that's going on in the world of just transforming and becoming part of what you want to do when it comes to the way things are going. Today, as we begin to see what's going on, as we begin to put together this presentation, I thought long and hard about what I was going to share with you because I wanted you to be in a place where you are positioned in such a way that you realize that the only way forward is to recession proof this business, because we're living in a day and time where if we do not recession proof our businesses, we're going to see our businesses be prone to a lot more disruption, a lot more uncertainty as we go forward. Today, in this presentation that I put together, I want to talk about two things over here. One is about housekeeping when it comes to your business, and then the pre-planning activities that you need to take a look at. Now, what I've done in this presentation is I've put a snippet together because this presentation really is a good 3.5 hour presentation that I put out at my conferences. But I wanted to put this up there because I want to bring value into what you're doing, value into what you're connecting up with, and value what you're seeing. Everything about business today in this day and age has changed compared to what it was just a mere 3.5 years ago. Today, the world is moving into a digital scenario. You're seeing digital currencies, you're seeing digital procurement, digital products. There's so many things going digital. But how does that affect a business like you and me? Well, businesses like you and me need to adopt these new methodologies for us to become viable and for us ultimately not just survive, but really start to thrive. The reason why so many businesses fell by the wayside is because they were not prepared for this paradigm shift that took place. They were not prepared for what was going on. And they were not prepared to see that if they did not make a way forward, if they did not bring themselves to a place where they could get themselves set up to operate, then they were going to be struggling with the way forward. And because of that, so many of them fell. Today, in this recession proofing your business presentation that I'm doing here, the whole aim is to get you ready for what's going on in the world today. We are seeing the digital currency being pushed out. We are seeing that shopping online has just gone through the roof with the stats. And you'll pick up some of those presentations right here on the page, which I've put there for you. And you'll see how that when you start to pivot the business and you start to turn the business into the platforms, the workflows, and the processes that the business climate is dictating, is that when you start to see the business start to take off. So today, as we get into this, I hope this is going to be value to you. Let me know what you think about it. Drop some comments, your likes, your shares. I'd appreciate it so much. But most of all, connect up with me. Now, you'll find that at the end of this presentation, you'll be able to head to the link in my bio, go to the menu and click on I need help too. It'll drop down and say Kickstart My Business. And once you do that, you'll be taken to a business health check tool. And that tool will walk you through your business, which I strongly recommend you do. At the end of that, you'll be given the opportunity to connect up with me, because then we start Operation Kickstart, which is all about incrementally increasing your business revenue and your business turnover. And I'm going to be supporting you through that, me and my entire team. Don't be fooled by just seeing me. I've been a consultant for 27 plus years, nearly pushing 30. And I've worked for the best of breed of CEOs and the best of companies around the globe, tier ones, and managed hundreds of millions worth of dollars of programs, than businesses that have been running that needed to be kickstarted, pivoted, and transitioned. So today, as we get into this presentation, make sure you've got your pens, your papers, your smart devices, whatever it is you need, and let's really get into this, because this is going to be a game changer for all of you out there, regardless of what revenue you may have, whether it be a under $600,000 revenue or under a 500 million thousand. I beg your pardon, under a 500 million revenue turnover. It doesn't matter. These strategies and these principles need to be in your business. Look at Nike, Reebok, Dropbox, WhatsApp, Facebook. They all use these strategies to go forward. And today I want to bring it to you after spending 4.5 years studying this from the likes of Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Russell Brunson, Joel Emerick. The list goes on and on. These mentors really worked with me to bring this together. And I put this whole thing together in Operation Kickstart to pivot your business. And you'll see more of that as you go through the page and as you connect up with me and we talk. Today, as we get into recession proofing your business, get ready to take a look at the first slide. I want to talk about housekeeping today. And one of the things when it comes to housekeeping is you must create a cash flow plan. Having a cash flow plan is so important because it allows you to streamline what your expenditures are and what's coming in. When you have a cash flow plan in place, you're able to exactly quantify where your expenses are and what's going out. In the many businesses that connect up with me, it's uncanny to see how many businesses out there, and I'm talking in the $5 million and less turnover range, don't have cash flow plans. And the reason for that is because they're just so busy doing whatever they're doing, trying to keep ends going, trying to make ends meet, trying to get from one month to the next. And they've completely forgotten about this. So make sure that you do create a cash flow plan, because that cash flow plan is going to help you as you go forward. The next thing is assess your workforce needs. Your workforce needs are going to be changing. And if you haven't noticed it, your workforce needs of 3 years ago is definitely changed to what your workforce needs are today. The reason why so many companies around the world are struggling with resource shortages is because they are not assessing their workflow needs. The workflow needs to change in the way you're doing business. What worked in the pre-pandemic world need not necessarily work in this post-pandemic world. Why? Because business has taken a whole new trajectory. When you understand that, you'll assess your workflows and see what your needs are. What do I need to do to change to become more relevant, more viable, more accessible to my customers and obviously my customer demographic? So assess your workforce needs. It's very, very important. The next thing, and I see this a lot, operate within your budget. I see this with businesses with turnovers of anything between 500 million and under. There is really no putting a line in the sand with this, is that they do not operate within their budgets. Their budgets blow out and a $10 million program becomes a $22 million program because they have operated outside their budget. They haven't sat down and put together an agreed scope of works, an implementation plan, a risk mitigation strategy, a pros and cons. They haven't put these frameworks and documents in place that will curtail budget blowout and budget expenditure. So learn to operate within your budget. What's the guarantee that if I sit down with you, like I do with so many businesses, and I take a look at their budget, and you see that they've allotted $5 million to do this job, but it's actually costing them $12 million. And the reason being, well, they've left it too late. They haven't paid the right attention to it. They haven't got the right process and procedures into it. So learn to operate within your budget. It's vitally important. The next thing is knowledge, training, and coaching. Build your employee skills. Very, very important. The reason, and I go back to this, of this shortage of staff and shortage of skill set, is because not that the employees have all disappeared and vanished. It's just that these employees have not been trained to meet this new world. Having a salesperson that goes around driving around, as opposed to having a salesperson that knows how to analyze and handle the digital data, analytics, and metrics, is a world of difference to your business revenue turnover. So make sure you're investing in building up your employee skills. If you look after your employees will not leave you, because the employees are good employees who want to be told what to do. And these employees, if they are looked after, they're going to be content little men and women who are just going to do their job and do it well. So make sure that you are building up your employee skills. Send them on courses if they have to do that. Send them on webinars, trainings, sessions, conferences, whatever it may be, because by building them up, you're actually strengthening the bottom line of your business. It's sort of a return on investment. Investing into these employees will, one, stop them from leaving the company, or limit the chance of them leaving your company. Two, it will enhance their skill set. And three, it will increase the revenue turnover on the bottom line for your company. The next thing to keep in mind is your key performance indicators. Track the marketing key performance indicators. These KPIs are of vital importance. There was a time that we tracked a different set of key performance indicators or KPIs in the pre pandemic world. But now, with the digital world, we have to train our staff and train our business representatives to be able to track the KPIs from a new perspective based on the analytical data that is out there. So, tracking these performance indicators are of vital importance because when you start to track it, you're able to tell where the weak spots are, what the downfall is, what needs to change, what needs to be enhanced, and how best to deliver it. Key performance indicators are the critical players in determining whether a business remains static and survives or business exceeds and begins to thrive as it goes forward. Learn to beat the competition. In the hundreds of businesses that I've spoken with, they never take time to look at what their competition is doing. If you want to be better than your competition, you need to study your competition. You need to see what they're doing, how they're doing it, how often they're doing it, the frequencies involved, what type of product, service, or offer they're delivering. Once you study your competition, it gives you an idea of how to pivot, reposition, and relaunch your business, product, service, and offer to meet a changing customer demographic. So make sure that you're able to study your competition because if you study your competition, you'll beat the competition. Remember, the one who brings out the best service, product, and offer is the one customers are going to be running to. Learn to be patient. I should have a jar where I put away $100 for everyone who wants instantaneous get rich quick schemes. There is no such thing. And if anyone's promising you that you'll get rich in 90 days, that is just an absolute hoax because the truth is it's all about ROI, return on investment. Very, very important. Be patient with the strategy that you're putting forward. Operation Kickstart's a strategy. The strategy has to go in and that strategy has to take effect. That's why you're supported between 12 and 36 months by myself and my team to ensure that it's working for you. That's why it's backed with a money back guarantee. That's why it's backed with being built in 30 days because it's all about strategy. It's all about being patient to see the rewards of what's taking place. In the pre-planning phase, I want you to learn to know your liquidity options. Can you access grants? Can you access funding, business loans, sell off assets, sell off bonds, stocks, whatever it may be? Can you access your liquidity stocks? Because this is so important. Knowing these options are critical to you because you never know. You may need money to invest into this enhancement of your business. You may need money to purchase a new product, service, offer, whatever it may be. You must be able to know that and know what your liquidity options are all about. Cultivating. Cultivate multiple revenue streams. I cannot stress this amount enough. Businesses that have just one product to sell are businesses that are struggling today. You've got to start thinking outside the box, and that's where I come in to work with you. That's what strategy is all about. Revisit and revamp the product line so that you now have multiple revenue streams. Multiple revenue streams allow you to generate funds on multiple platforms, on multiple levels, because if one of your products is not selling, at least the three others out there have a potential to reach a customer demographic. That's why you see people like Nike, when they sell, they don't just sell shoes, they sell clothes, apparel, sportswear, action wear, the whole kit, because they have multiple streams that are happening. When you start to adopt that into your business, what do I need to do when it comes to my business? Do I need multiple streams? That's where your business starts to create a higher revenue margin and obviously spreads out the risk of failing because you now have a platform that you're working from. That's what I help you with here at Operation Kickstart, to help you understand that, devise that, create that, and then make it a reality. So make sure you are cultivating. Learn to invest. Invest in the adaptable technologies that are out there. The business that you had needs to evolve. There's no question about it. There is no question about it. In some of the presentations that you'll find here on this page, I've put up the stats about why your business needs to evolve. So take the time to watch these videos. I'm a presentation man and I do everything through presentation. I believe it's the fastest way to deliver something. And it's there for the astute and those like-minded who really want to become revenue generators. And as I always say this, action takers become money makers. Invest in adaptable technology. Maybe you need to increase the bandwidth that's coming into your offices. Maybe you need to increase the amount of people that are using your systems to become more digitally compliant and efficient. There's so many things. Maybe you need to invest in upskilling, like I said before, your employee skill sets. This is what happens when you invest, because investing in something is ROI. Maybe you need to change your advertising strategy and really invest in a long game, because these short runs that you're trying to do is not making any money. And I see it all the time with these businesses. They go, Luke, I'm running ads, but nothing's happening. It's because you're playing a short game. You need to play a long game. When you start investing into that and looking at the ROI on it, that's when you start to see the changes. That's why Operation Kickstart is unlike anything else you've seen. It's because it's not about quick stuff. It's about strategy going forward. It's about investing into the long game so that your business starts to thrive. These are just some of the points that I've put up today for you to take a look at, for you to think about. Replay it. There's some notes here on this as well. Let me know what you think. Leave me some comments, like it, comment, share, the usual jazz that goes with that. But I want you to know this. You have the power to take this business of yours and really make it thrive, because there's no better time than the time we're living in right now. As the paradigms are overlapping and the transitions are taking place, now is the time, in this turbulent time, to make money, to increase the revenue of your company. Remember, businesses like WhatsApp, businesses like Dropbox, and a few others, they all started in the middle of the GFC, the global financial crisis. Today, these are multi-billion-dollar firms. Why? Because they decided to pivot and change and transform. Today, your business can do the same thing. I'm going to help you do exactly that. So today, as you go forward, I hope you found value out of this presentation. Let me know what you think about it. And remember this in everything that you do. Action takers become money makers. And if you want that business to make money, you want that revenue to go to an exponential level, then you need Operation Kickstart. Go to the link in my bio and head to the menu that says I need help too. Click on Kickstart My Business and you'll be taken to the Business Health Check tool. I want you to go through that tool and really answer those questions. Once you finish that, you'll be given an opportunity to connect up with me. Go ahead and do that. It's worth it. It's the difference between your business surviving to your business literally thriving, because this world has changed. The business economy has changed. And if your business changes, it's going to a whole brand new level. So I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you like this presentation. Let me know what you think. And stay tuned for more, because this is a succession of 3 parts, because I didn't want to sit here for 3 hours putting this out. I wanted to give it to you to digest it in pieces. And we'll get back together when I shoot the next one and put that up live. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting. Most of all, thank you for taking this step to build a revenue generating machine so that it's enhanced and it's selling 24/7. That's the most important thing. And as always, action takers become money makers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.